Hello, welcome to Spy Money. We're going to talk about Earn2Trade today, how you get to it, what it's about, and if I like it. So if you go up to funded account on my website of spymoneyllc.com, scroll down, you'll see Earn2Trade right here. Great company, by the way. I'll start it off that way. Click on this logo. That'll open up to the one that I recommend. It's the Gauntlet Mini. They have two different ones, a TCP and a Gauntlet Mini. This is by far my favorite. I want you to read over. I'll make another video on the TCP, and then you can decide what works best for you. But there's three things you do: is you choose your account size, 25 to 150,000. You trade at least 15 days. Yes, this one's 15 days, but it's only 5 more days. It's not a big deal. And for the two that I recommend, you'll find out that this 15 days is actually going to work out in your best interest. And then you get a funded trading account. So once you pass your 15-day evaluation, then you go to a live account. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to show the different ones that you can choose. They say the most popular is the 50,000. I personally don't like that one because you can only trade up to 6 contracts. Most people that I talk to will trade 10 or less contracts. So what I would be doing is looking through here, finding the 10 or less. So you have a 12 and you have a 15. Now today, July 4th through midnight, you get 50% off the evaluation. That is a really good deal, and you should act on it immediately. It's a good deal. Great company. You won't have to worry about getting paid or anything like that. They're a really good company. And so what I would do, if it were me, is I would choose at least the 100,000 or more. Now, this is up to you. You pick whatever you want. These are all really cheap right now, so pick the one you want. Just remember how many contracts you plan on trading in the future. If you're always going to trade 6 or less, this is a good one for you to do. You got a low value or low numbers here that you got to hit, so it helps you out. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the profit goals, the end of day drawdown, daily loss limit, progression ladder, and the monthly subscription and so forth. So let's go ahead and look at the profit goal. These are the goals that you have to meet within the evaluation of the 15 days. So if you are looking for, say, the 100,000 account and $6,000, you divide that by 15, and so that's going to be roughly what $500 a day that you would have to make in order to hit the 6,000. 500 a day is not hard. And if you think about that, that's 15 trading days. So that's going to be roughly 3 weeks. So if you made $500 a day, you're going to be roughly $7,000 a month that you would make. That's life-changing to most people. $500 a day is not hard to hit. The next thing is you have an end-of-day drawdown. This is the maximum amount that you can lose from the 100,000. So if you go down to 97.5, you're going to blow your account if you're right below that. So if you traded 3 days and let's say you lost $1,000 on one day, $1,000 on another, and $1,501 on the next, on the third day, you'd blow your account. Now, you also have a daily loss limit. And in my opinion, I think this makes the passing the evaluation a lot easier than others. They have a $2,200 daily loss. You should not be losing this much anyway. I mean, I cut myself off at 1,000. If I lose $1,000, I'm done, and because I don't want to lose anymore. So the daily loss limit is $2,200. So let's say today, let me give you an example here. If you got in a short right here, so let me make this a little bigger. Let's say you got in a short right here, and you were 2 contracts short. On a lot of accounts, what will happen is if you come all the way down here, and let's say that you're trying to go for here because you know that's a support. So you're trying to go all this way. But what will happen on some of the other companies is when you come down, if you're 2 contracts short and you got a $3,000 loss, and you hit right here and then you bounce back up to here, that would blow your account. With Earn2Trade, that does not happen. As long as you don't lose $2,200 for the whole day, you're fine. So with Earn2Trade, this roller coaster going here would not affect your trading day because you're in profit the whole day. As long as you're in profit, it doesn't matter because it goes by the end of the day. So let's just say you closed out right here. Well, one, you would have passed your evaluation way back in here. But let's just say that your live account live account, and you come down, you're not going to blow your account because you never lost $1 all day long. You might have went down and had a drawdown in your green account. So if you're up $2,800 here, and then you pull back and now you're only up $1,500, that means you lost $1,300. Or I'm sorry, this is $1,500 drawdown. So right there, you'd be making $1,290 from there to here. So your $1,500 drawdown right here would not affect you like it does with some other other companies. With Earn2Trade, they just don't want you to lose $2,200. That's all. So if you're one of those people, those traders that like to get in and just let it kind of ride out because you know where it's going to go, Earn2Trade works out really well for you. The problem with some other accounts or other companies is if it comes down, then pulls back to here, and then you say you lose $1,000 here and you got a $3,000 drawdown. Well, if you lose $1,000 here and then you get another trade and lose another $1,000, and then you get another trade and lost another $1,000, so you've got $3,000 drawdown. Even though you've made money for the day, you would blow your account. Earn2Trade does not do that. Earn2Trade only it just doesn't want you to lose $2,200. Now, if you come up here and you pull back to say there, so you would, if you're 2 contracts deep, that would be what right there. If it pulled back to here and you're 2 contracts, you would blow your account. But since you never actually went up to this spot, so as long as you don't go here, then you're fine. So as long as you don't come up to here with 2 contracts and you trade it all through here all day long, you're going to be fine. Now your commissions do count on that. So if you went in here and just scalped a lot, and your commissions are going to add up, your commissions can't total more than $2,200 on that as well. Even though you're making green or whatever, if you start having little losses and your commissions plus your losses add up to being $2,200 under, then you would blow your account. So I hope that makes more sense to you. And it works really well. It's a good company. So that's one of the things that you have to watch out for, your daily loss limit. So if you lost $2,100 today, that means tomorrow you can only lose $1,400. So whatever the loss was today, you keep on adding that up, and it can't be more than the $3,500. But this, in my opinion, is probably one of the better ones. One thing that they do that you have to, there's 2 things you have to watch. You have a progression ladder. So you're only allowed to trade so much money or so many contracts until you make so much. So like on the 100,000 account, you could trade 3 contracts, which is more than enough in order to make your money. So I would just trade 3 contracts and don't worry about the progression ladder. I would just trade the 1 to 3 contracts and make your money and then just let it be. So I think that's actually really well. And then once you get over, say, $4,500, you can go all in and make what you want. So that's the way the progression ladder works. You need to understand that. But if you just trade 3 contracts on the 100,000 until you get to say $5,000, then you're fine. Because if you go up to say 4,501 and you trade 12 contracts and then it pulls back on you, that's going to be hurting you. You don't want to do that. So the progression ladder is one thing you got to watch. Your daily loss we talked about. The end of the day we talked about. The approved times. They don't want you trading after, let's see, all position working or must be closed at 3:10. So I'm Eastern time, so they don't want you trading 10 minutes after the bell. That's what it amounts to. So with me, it'd be 4:10. They don't want you trading after that. And the reason they don't is because a lot of things happen then, and they want to shut down everything and close everything out and have enough time to do it. So 3:10 is fair. And I don't know what the HE. I don't trade those, so I don't know what those are. But it's 1:05, so that'd be like 2:05 p.m. So they must shut down then. And then you have all of these. They must be shut down then. If you're going to trade the Nasdaq and ES, which is what most people do, then you have to be closed by 10 minutes after closing. And then it'll open back up at 6 o'clock. You can start trading again. So you can trade all night long. You just can't trade that last 50 minutes of trading. The other thing that you have to do is maintain consistency. Now, this is something that a lot of people get confused. And the way the consistency rule works is they don't want you making all of your money in one day and then trade like one micro every day to get a valuation done. They want to see that you're trading every day and that you're consistently profitable. So let's just say your target is 1750. Then what they want to do is make sure that you have 30% of that benchmark number in your head. So 30% of 1750 is 525. If you can make more than 525, but what would happen is if you do, then instead of being a $3,000 target or whatever it is, or 1750 target, your target might go to $1,900. So the best way to handle this, to make it easiest, is figure out what your profit target is. So in this case, if we did the 100,000, your profit target is 6,000. Divide that by 15 and don't make more than that. So you're looking at making $500 a day. If you make $500 every day and shut it off, then you would hit your goal. Now, of course, you want to be about $100 over that. You want to be a little bit over 6,000. So maybe one day you make 600 and the other days you make 500. So your daily goal should be $500 per day. If you make $500 a day, or 525, we'll call it. If you made 510 or just a little over $500 every day, then you're going to be able to pass your goal, and you don't have to worry about did I make too much or whatever. So hit a $500 goal, be done with it. That's how you do that. So once you get through all this, then you're through your 15 days, and you get a live account. It takes about a week for all the paperwork and so forth to get through. And then once you get that, then you can go back into making money. Now, a lot of people want to know, well, how can I get paid? When do I get paid? Well, once you get your live account and you trade it and you have money in there, you can draw money out once a week. And it has to be more than $100 in order to do that. So you're not going to pull less than $100 anyway. But you can draw once a week. So once a week, if you got paid once a week, it's like a job. You get paid once a week, maybe bi-weekly or monthly or whichever. So this is actually pretty good. So once a week, just pull your money out and you move on. A lot of other companies, there's another company we refer people to, and it takes, before you can pull all your money out, it's 6 months before you can get your money. With this one, a week into your live trading account, you can pull money out. So this has actually worked out really well for you. Great company. Now, you do have a monthly subscription after you pass. Now, it's not this one. You don't have this one. So that goes away just like all the others. But you will have a monthly subscription per exchange. Now, if you're going to do NASDAQ and ES only, NQ and ES, then it's going to cost you $105 a month for that exchange, and you're trading fine. But if you're going to trade a lot of different exchanges, like CME is what most people trade, but if you're going to trade the others, then you'll have to pay another $105 for each one. And that's the only downside to Earn2Trade, in my opinion, where the other companies will charge you, say $85, and you get all the exchanges you need. But if you're just going to trade the CME, then it really doesn't matter. And the difference between 85 and 105 is not that much difference. I mean, one contract going up a point will pay the difference. So you're fine. $105 a month is what's going to cost you per exchange. And you pick the exchange that you want. And then after that, you're just going to be able to make your money and take your money out once a week. So that works out really well. As far as that, they've got a lot of different videos on here that you can watch and so forth, and maybe learn a little more. But for the most part, everything that I went over is what you're really wanting to know. Choose your account size, trade at least 15 days, and each day has to be about the same money, and then you get a funded trading account. Now, if you don't know how to trade, one thing that you can do is you can go back to the home page of my website. The best indicator we have is the angular. That's the best one. This would help you get your goal really easy. And you can lease it here. Once you click on that, it goes over everything. It is lease only. We have some indicators on there that are actually a lot of indicators you can buy. But as far as the best way to pass would be the angular. And it does it really well. It does a good job. So if you have any questions at all, come up here to the contact page and scroll down. When you put the information in here, I am the one that gets it. I'd be more than happy to help you if you got any questions or anything. I highly recommend Earn2Trade. It is a great company. They have been really good to me and answering all the questions and taking care of the customers that I have sent there. I haven't had one person complain about Earn2Trade. Their customer support, if you have questions or anything, top notch. I had to remove one of the companies on here because the customer support was horrible. So I got rid of them because I'm only going to recommend companies that do a good job. And Earn2Trade, between these two right here, Earn2Trade, you're going to get paid quicker. So it's actually better for most people. And it works really well. Have any questions, let me know. Be more than happy to help you get through this and to get through any indicators or anything that you need. We'll be more than happy to supply what's going to help you get your evaluation passed. Have a great day and happy 4th. Oh, by the way, today's the last day that you can get your 50% off on Earn2Trade. They have to do it before midnight tonight.